What is up guys, and welcome back to another TBC Classic video. So Phase 2 is now testable on the PTR, and basically we have the entire patch 2.5.2 on the PTR for Burning Crusade Classic, and we have some new information about Phase 2. I made a video a couple of days ago now based on Phase 2, what we know will be coming in Phase 2, and we have some additional information now with the PTR testing. So basically if you log on to the PTR right now, you will see a lot of things from the first second you log on, but I want to talk about three main things, actually four things, and that is the Druid's Swift Flight form, we have the LFG tool that I talked a little bit about in my previous video as well, we have the engineering epic goggles, and we also have the arena tournament kind of thing happening on the PTR. So PTR is set up like in an arena tournament realm, where you can pretty much buy your best in slot gear from a vendor, so you can test out your different rotations, different stats, and so on. So the first thing I want to talk about today is the Druid's Swift Flight form, that looks like it's coming in Phase 2 of Burning Crusade Classic. This is something I'm really happy about myself. I've been really looking forward to getting epic flying. I actually thought it would be there from the start, but then playing the TBC beta, it kinda told me that I wouldn't get it from the start, and it was looking like Phase 3, but it looks like it's coming already in Phase 2, which is a really good upgrade in my opinion, and there's no reason to hold it back for Phase 3 anyway, so I'm really happy this is coming out now. As someone who likes farming gold, likes gathering both herbalism and mining, this is a huge upgrade, and I leveled my druid first to actually farm gold, so hopefully I don't have to pay the 5,000 gold again during the flight form questline, but I have this feeling that you actually have to do that, so that's going to suck. But yeah, we have Swift Flight form now, druids can actually fly fairly fast, and they can once again probably be the best class for farming gold, especially in the open world. You have the question of whether or not the paladins with the Crusader aura will still be better, but I'm not really sure, because druids will fly a little bit slower, but you can also just instantly instantly mount up after gathering something. So druids and paladins each have their own strengths and weaknesses in that regard, but they're both really good for farming gold and just flying around. So the second thing I want to talk about today is the LFG tool in the TBC beta, or actually the PTR, yeah, PTR. So anyone can go onto the PTR and test this right now, but basically we have the LFG tool available on the PTR, and this is what it looks like. So I did not play TBC back in the day, but based on the images that I've seen, it looks kind of improved. It looks a little bit improved, but it still has the same core values. So you can search for groups for 3 types of things, or 3 different groups at the same time. So you can either look for 3 specific dungeons, 3 specific raids, or look for a group in a specific zone. So you have dungeons, raids, zone, and heroic dungeons. So you can look for groups. It's basically the LFG tool from retail, but instead of automatically putting you into a group, you still have to message the leader, and it's basically a way to automate the system of looking for, like, you can look for a group and you can find people for your group, but it's not an automated system for inviting. It's more of a system to find out who's looking for a group and who's looking for more people for their group. So it's a really good way to set up groups and pugs within TBC, and it's coming out in Phase 2, and you can go and check it out on the PTR as well right now. It looks fairly good, to be honest, and based on this versus the retail version, I'm really happy about the look of this one, like the way it looks, the UI and everything, because you can't name your group, and this is something I've seen happen on or on retail, where groups are always trying to sell boosts, and whenever you are looking for a group, it's just a massive, like, all of the groups are named want to sell boosts, or it's basically just naming their group some sort of advertisement. So the fact that you can't name your group in this LFG system for Burning Crusade is wonderful, to be honest, because whenever you're looking for more people, you will only see the name of the leader that is leading that group. You can then message that leader for an invite, but there is no specific name to the group. Now whenever you are looking for a group, you can also add a comment, so if there's anything you want to brag about or leave in the comments, then there you go. You can leave a comment to your application for the group. So it's basically that. It's fairly simple, it's very simple actually, and I think it's a good addition to the game itself. So the last thing, or the third thing I want to talk about, is the Engineering Epic Goggles. Now, a lot of people actually thought this was coming out at the beginning of TBC, until we played on the beta, where it became kind of apparent that these would not be there from the start, but these were also suspected to come in Phase 3. So these are coming out a bit faster than we actually thought, and they are coming out now in Phase 2. So recipes for the Engineering Epic Goggles can be trained from any Master Engineering trainer in Outland. The trainers nearest Shatrath are Sepig in Thralmar and Lebowski in Honorhold. So basically go to Hellfire Peninsula and you can train these. The Epic or the Engineering Epic Goggles are some of the best helm pieces in Phase 2 for many classes and are a welcome addition for engineers. These goggles will later be upgraded even further after Sunwell Plateau and Phase 5 are released. And yeah, they are really good goggles, and I guess this is why they held them off for Phase 2, because if they came out in Phase 1, everyone would be kind of almost forced to go engineering, because of how massively OP they are, at least compared to Phase 1 items. Now even in Phase 2 they are really good, and like I just said, you can upgrade them in Phase 5 as well to become even better. So if you're an engineer, then this is probably something you've been looking forward to, and now you can increase your DPS even further. Now the last thing I want to talk about today is the fact that you can buy different types of gear on the PTR and test out different sort of rotations for your class, and basically it's set up like an arena tournament where you can basically create a brand new toon, create a level 70 template character. You can then buy all of the gear you want from these vendors. They will also sell you enchantments and gems as well, weapons, armor, pretty much everything you want, trinkets as well, rings, every type of accessory, and just every type of equipment. Now this way you can just have some fun with your class or other classes as well. If you are wondering if you're going to re-roll in Phase 2 or later in TBC, you can basically test out different classes, different specs, different rotations, and it's just a way to have some fun. So you can do this without having to change your actual character in TBC. You can just log on to the arena tournament or the PTR right here, and you can just make a new character, level 70 template, buy the gear you want and try out rotations, have some fun, try to do some massive DPS, and this way if you find a class that you really enjoy, well there you go, now you have a class that you can level up in TBC Classic as well. So that is pretty much it guys, that is all of the information that we have so far based on the Classic PTR, or the Burning Crusade Classic PTR. And we actually have more content coming out in Phase 2 than I thought we would, and as a druid I'm really excited for Phase 2. I finally get my epic flying mount, I can't wait for that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic for me personally, and I can't wait to do the questline. I have never done the questline myself before, so it's going to be really interesting, and I have purposely not been looking for any guides on the questline, just so I can have that fresh experience. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully you're looking forward to Phase 2 of TBC Classic. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like down below, let me know in the comments what you are looking the most forward to in Phase 2. And that is pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe for more TBC content as well, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.